Hello and welcome to another video of all sorts of rubbish. This one is about plating. I bought a plating kit a year ago and I tried it out and I did a video about it. And I watched that video the other day. Mate, what a load of rubbish. The plating that I did a year ago when I first got that kit is complete rubbish. I've done loads of plating since then over the year and I've recognised some of the things that I was doing wrong. A lot of you commented and told me what I should be doing. Thank you very much, I'm glad you did, because that helped me sort of get involved and I improved what I was doing. But the improvement has been so good that now a lot of the plating that I do now is absolutely superb, you know, almost factory, which I never ever thought I'd ever be able to get to, but it now is. So this video is going to be showing you how I now do plating, so that you can see what you have to do, and you have to do it in order to get plating correct. So I hope I'm not going to bore you too much, but come along and I'll show you what I do. Come along. Here is a little bit of plating that I did yesterday. Just a few silly little bits and pieces that were all horrible, rusty, horrible items when I first took them off the carburetors. And now, after a bit of plating, they're totally usable and can be put back on and make the carburetor look bloody lovely. So, what do you do in order to get reasonably good? So here plating. We have the linkage system for the set of carbs that I'm doing. I'm going to plate all of that so that it's in good condition to fit to the carbs and look like new. So get a good understanding of what it looks like. You can see there's quite a bit of rust on this bit here. All works, but obviously needs to be plated. So what's the first thing we have to do? Well, the first thing to do is strip it down to their individual bits, and then the next thing is to put them into the blast cabinet and give them a good blasting off with the bead blaster. Once you've done the bead blaster, get bead blasted. When they come out, they get wire brushed, then they get sanded, then they go into the engine cleaner, have a good soak in the engine cleaner, then they get brushed off, then they get blown off with the air, and now and only now, and they look quite nice, but now they will go into Harpic 10 for 24 hours. That is where they're going now, Harpic 10, and then they'll be ready in 24 hours time to be plated. So 24 hours later, and we tip the Harpic 10 into a pot. And all the parts that we've cleaned go into there. So what we do now, we're going to put copper wire on each part so we can suspend it in the plating tanks. Make sure that they're suspended on a wire, which then can allow us to drop that into the plating tank in a minute. So now they'll go back into the Harpic, where they can now sit until they're called upon to go into the next stage. Look how this bracket's turned out. Look how rusty it was to start with, and after it's been cleaned off and then put in the Harpic 10, Look at that, look at that, that looks beautiful, doesn't it? Which is a perfect opportunity to plate it. Into the water. To the dry acid salts. It will stay in there for a couple of minutes. Now what's important is you must work out how many square inches of material you're trying to cover, because that will affect the current that you pass through it. If you pass the wrong current through it, it will not plate. So we look at these items and we work out what is the square inch coverage of these items, including the bits that are holding them. So then, out of the dry acid into the plating tank, round the buzz bar really carefully, because you've got to get. Then you turn the power on. I've worked out it's about 8 square inches for these items, so we'll put them on about 0.8, so it's 0.1 per inch, so 0.8 roughly, there you go. I'm going to leave it at that for 20 minutes. That will stay in there now for 20 minutes, and then it'll come back out and go into the passivation. So 20 minutes later, off with the power, out of the tank, straight into the passivation tank, passivated for 30 seconds or thereabouts. Then washed into water. So here comes that bracket, the big bracket. Let's see what that looks like. That don't look too bad, does it? Into the passivate we go. Then the water. So there you go, all the plating's now finished. So what does it look like compared to what it was like? Come and have a look. You'd be surprised, I think. I was. So here we have the linkage system for the set of carbs that I'm doing. I'm going to plate all of that so that it's in good condition to fit to the carbs and look like new. So here is the finished result, and as you can see, everything looks quite nice. Those little tiny clips, they were filthy dirty, now they're nice and shiny. Pretty good, I think. This is my favourite bit, obviously, because of the condition it was in to start with, and how it's ended up at the end. Well pleased with that. It's going to make that job look really nice when it's finished. So there you go. That's plating 2025 style compared to 2024. Hope it was of interest to you. See you soon, and Take care.